So since the NINJABIKE Messenger Bag was introduced into the Division 2 with Season 11, there have been a handful of builds that have been brought to my attention numerous times from you, my YouTube family, saying you gotta try this build, you gotta try this build. So finally today, I was able to put together one of the builds you've been recommending over the last week. It absolutely melts enemies, it's so much fun to use, and I wanted to share it with you today. What's up, my YouTube family? Graybeard with the Gaming Brigade, back with another Division 2 video, and today, my friends, it is all about a Lady Death run and gun build that is so much damn fun to use. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, and we are having a giveaway for a PlayStation 5, but I will save those details until the end of the video. Now, we're going to jump right into the build, and starting with a specialization. You can see we're using Gunner, and we're doing that for a few main reasons. First of all, you're going to get some extra armor on kill, you're going to get a reload speed bonus, you're going to get a rate of fire bonus as well, and it also gives you the ability to use the Banshee Pulse. And if you're not a fan of that skill, you do have other options as well, which I will highlight when we go over the build itself. And remember, regardless of which specialization you choose, always have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting that 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which weapon you have equipped. My primary weapon for this build is Lady Death, still one of the best SMGs in the game. Now, if you do not have this weapon, a few things really quick. First of all, I recommend jumping into Countdown, setting your targeted loot to SMGs, or another great option is farming floor 10 of the summit. There's a boss farm that I've highlighted at the channel before, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will leave a link to that in the video description down below. Now, in the meantime, if you want to run something while you're trying to get that weapon, I recommend using the Dark Winter SMG. That thing is a beast as well. You could also use really any vector whatsoever with the talent Close and Personal. That's the talent I'm using on my shotgun. And you can see that's my secondary, the ACS-12. And with the talent Close and Personal, killing an enemy within 7 meters grants 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So again, if you don't have Lady Death, try a vector with that talent as well. As far as my handgun goes, don't really use that for this build. Now, moving on to the gear itself, at this moment you can see I'm running 3 Hunter's Fury, 1 Sokolov, 1 Petrov, and what will be the NINJABIKE backpack. Now, the reason why you do not see it equipped at this point is because as of my recording this video, there is a bug with the bag that is actually affecting the brand set bonuses. So one thing I've talked about is any build you're putting together with the NINJABIKE, you want to make sure you start the build from scratch, meaning you want to put on every other piece of gear before you put the NINJABIKE on, and that will ensure that you actually get the gear set bonuses that you intend to when you're running with this build. So again, to be clear, they should be fixing it by title update 17.2, but until then, this is the workaround. Getting back to the gear itself, you can see I'm running 3 Hunter's Fury, but because we have the NINJABIKE equipped, it's going to give us that 4-piece bonus, which is Apex Predator. And for those of you that are just starting to get into run and gun builds, I cannot recommend this gear set enough. It is an absolute monster to use, especially if you're getting used to this style of gameplay. Moving on to the body armor, you can see it's the 1 piece of Sokolov we have equipped, but once again, because we have the NINJABIKE on, we are getting 2 of the brand set bonuses, which are that extra SMG damage and the extra crit hit damage as well. You can see I'm also using the talent Obliterate, where critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 25 times. Next, we have the holster and the knee pads, which are the 2 remaining pieces of the Hunter's Fury gear set, and on all of these pieces of gear, I am trying to stack crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. Now we move on to the gloves, and once again, because of the NINJABIKE, we do have the option of using another brand set here. For me, I wanted to use the Contractor's gloves. They are still some of my favorite gloves in the game. That middle attribute, 8% damage to armor, absolutely melts enemies in front of you. And there happen to be a lot of other options as well, but I'll go over those details in the moment. There's kind of a NINJABIKE PSA I want to get into once we're done with this actual build. Now, as far as the skills go, I'm using the Assault Drone because it is a great distraction to NPC and puts out damage as well. And as far as my secondary skill, you'll see in half the video I'm using the Banshee Pulse, the other half the Crusader Shield. This goes back to something I said earlier, which is the importance of truly taking your time, making a build your own, trying out different variations of things, and seeing which one you enjoy the most. That's what it's about. So that kind of brings me full circle back to the NINJABIKE. And when we're using this bag, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to be the best possible bag you could use for a style of build. So when I'm talking talking about a run and gun, you've seen, all the different builds I've put out with the memento, and that is because you are gaining stacks, you're getting weapon damage, you're getting bonus armor, you're getting skill efficiency. And obviously that's really hard to top. However, being able to use this bag does mean you can try different brand sets, different things. And one thing I hear in the comments section of different videos I put together using this bag, and keep in mind as I say this is something that rarely happens at the channel, but I'll get a comment here and there from someone saying, why are you using this? It's not the best way to run with it. I'm never saying it is, but what I am saying is one of the things we can enjoy about the game at this point is build diversity. We do not have new missions or anything like that. So in my opinion, having an option of running a build a different way, we've talked about doing a Strikers True Patriot build and all these different things we can do that we haven't been able to do before. In my opinion, that's what we've got going. We've got that build diversity, so my friends try out different things, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know and I will get back to you as quick as I can. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have at the channel. So as always, if you have any tips or tricks you want to, pass along to new and returning players, please let me know in the comments section down below, as the main goal is to try to help out as many people as possible. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are currently having a giveaway at the channel for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced May 4th of this year. You probably heard that bark in the background. My dog is ready to go for a walk. The rain just stopped, so I gotta wrap this up. Dude, chill, Rosie. Jeez, she's going nuts. You can actually hear that, right? I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. I hear the dog barking. I don't know if you can actually, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, as always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel, and remind you, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Answer me!
Just lost the camera feed from the holding area. There was a bright flash and then static. Up on camera again. The holding area is just ahead. Once you find that laptop, grab it and get the hell out of there.
Looks like you got True Sun's reinforcements headed your way.
North or south side?
Both. Heavier concentration to the south.
With all those gates sealed, the north exit should be closer.
Break through! Going to set up a turret! You want me, asshole? Let's do it! Take this! Fucking enemy down.
He went down.
Reloading!
No more contacts. All clear.
You just recovered intel that's going to be a whole lot of help to Odessa in the short term, but to all of us in the long run.